Well, I can direct you. I really could just eat you up. Just a pretty face ain't enough if you ain't any fun. Thank you for the information for next time. Hi everybody, I'm Degenerate. Oh my gosh! The music is blasting in my ears. Anyways, and welcome to Frostbite. I wish this game would chillax. Let me put the warnings in real quick. You guys can't see the cursor, but it's a finger. A severed finger. Let's start. Oh my gosh, not a snowy environment. Hey, no. Okay, we've started. Sliding into the soft driver's seat, you listen to the gentle rumble of your car as you let the engine warm up, revving it every so often in an attempt to rush the progress. Are we stuck? Oh my gosh. As you sat idly, you noticed something in the passenger seat. From the looks of it, it was your driver's ID. It must have fallen out your pocket the last time you drove. Let's make sure to keep track of that then, just in case you run into an authority figure. You quickly leaned over to snatch it up, your eyes scanning over your name before you tucked it away. Very creative. I love it. I love it. This is nice. I like these creative ways of implementing how you name yourself. Oh, I thought I could just press enter. I really need to watch where I keep this thing. I'd lose my head if it wasn't attached. The heater slowly began to blow hot air, signaling a warm enough engine. Gently pressing your foot on the pedal, you carefully pulled out onto the road. Oh, we're not stuck then. Okay, we're good. Your fingers danced over the car's radio buttons, flipping quickly through channels. It seemed country music was pretty popular on these parts. I mean, if we're saying around these parts, yeah. Sighing, you let your head drop back down to fidget with the side of the steering wheel as you tried to focus on the slowly disappearing road ahead of you. Street signs quickly being obscured by the gradually increasing snowfall. Ugh, this snow is getting ridiculous. We're going to end up stranded at this rate. And I don't know if Jack stocked up beforehand. He seemed a little flighty? Flighty? What does that mean? You thought for a bit longer about what to do. You hadn't known your soon-to-be roommate. Roommate?
Oh my god, they were roommates.
You hadn't known your soon-to-be roommate long, so you had no idea how reliable he would be in this situation. When you picked up the roomie wanted ad, you weren't prepared for his place to be in the middle of absolute nowhere. You're not supposed to, like, apply for a living situation if you don't know where it is. Why would we just dive into this, not knowing where this dude lives? That's not good. That's actually the opposite of good. That's bad. Yeah, still, you were happy he wasn't asking for a ton of rent, and getting away from the city would be a nice break. But that's not always a good thing. You sighed as you decided you have to make a stop at the store for supplies. It was the only logical solution at this point. Carefully unclipping the glove box, you yanked an old road map out and awkwardly unfolded it on the seat next to you, glancing back and forth from the map to the road. You didn't realize how fast you were going while you were distracted, and bro, this is a time where Google Maps doesn't exist? Come on. You quickly grabbed onto the steering wheel, slowly pumping the brakes as gently as possible as you rolled to a stop on the side of the road. The ice has gotten so bad already you began to worry if you would even make it home. Glancing back over to the map, now that you were safely at a stop, you scanned it for any signs of a store on the way. Your eyes lit up the moment you saw the generic grocery store just up the road on the map. That's where you were headed, you thought, as you steeled yourself and slowly pulled away from the shoulder of the road and back onto the street. Market smile? Okay. That one crooked pole. Lovely. Just as you pass through the tunnel... A tunnel? Oh. A tunnel of thick trees. Okay, it's fine. I'm not feeling the tunnel. You spot a beacon in the distance, lighting up the otherwise inky forest. You can't believe your luck that a store would be open this late at night, especially in the middle of nowhere. Sometimes, that's not always a good thing, once again. Carefully turning into the parking lot from the slick road, you pulled into a parking space closest to the door. All of them are close to the door. Well, It looks like there's only 2 cars parked here aside from you. You take note of the dirty blue pickup truck parked right in front of you. Oh, right in front. It looks old and well loved. Okay. The paint chipping in many places, and the passenger window has a crack that you're surprised is holding up. Your eyes move down to the rear end and notice a dark brown stain leaking from beneath the tailgate. You chalk it up to it belonging to a seasoned hunter. Of course, it's how convenient that we can connect those things because it's, you know, there's woods everywhere. Scanning the rest of the parking lot, you notice the other car is parked off to the side of the building. At the end of the lot, some cheap green sedan with duct tape patching up some very obvious dents, as if it's helping. You rub your arms as the cold chills finally get to you, and you take it as your sign to stop loitering and get inside. Yeah, why are you inspecting people's cars? The automatic doors slide open with strained obedience, and you notice the hours sign on the door has been haphazardly scribbled out with Sharpie. Guess they make their own hours here. Works for you. But yeah, I need supplies or whatever. I don't know what the supplies is, but hello. Would like to help me get my stuff?
Nope.
As you walk into the store, you notice it's not much warmer than outside. Disappointing, but at least there's no wind. They don't have a heating system here? Yikes. You tighten your coat a bit, more around your shoulders, and take a look around. It's a pretty normal store, exactly what you'd expect for a place that's so out of the way. The aisles look well stocked enough for you to get everything you need for the next few days, and it looks like they even have a toiletry section. Ooh, toiletries. The last thing you notice is the bored-looking cashier who looks like he'd rather be anywhere else, and you can't blame him. He's just as bundled up, even though he looks more used to this weather than you. He shifts absent-mindedly, and you catch a glimpse of his name tag, enough to read, and you notice his name is Vic. Okay. You consider what it's short for. Victor? I'm just taking a guess. For a moment before he glances up at you with an annoyed look, and his eyes before looking back down at his magazine. Hey, slack-jawed tourist. Tourist? If you're gonna just stand there all night, I can give you my job. That's nice of you to say. His curt rudeness catches you off guard, and you hesitate to respond. He doesn't really seem like the type to care if you talk back anyways, as you watch him slowly flip through the pages of his magazine. You could talk to him a little more though. It might be faster to know where things are at the store. Wait, talk to him some more? We never said anything. This would just be our first time talking to him, so let's ask where something is, because we need to know where the stuff is, I guess. Whatever stuff we're looking for. This guy seemed pretty cantankerous. No. But maybe he was just bored and overworked. It might be nice for him to actually talk to someone. It didn't seem like he wanted to talk though, but hey. I just want to know where the items that I'm purchasing are. Whatever those things are. You slowly walk towards the counter and stood in front of him, the sudden shadow obscuring his reading material, prompting him to actually look at you. A guy just can't read a hustler in peace, can he? You're at work. Well, what do you want that's so damn important? Dang. I apologize for asking for direction toward stuff I need. It's a simple just point. If you don't want to talk, point. Or, you know, but hey, I apologize. Either way. You're starting to think you misjudged his character and that maybe this guy really was just an asshole. Well, okay. Are you alone here? How old are you?
Bruh.
Where's the meat department? Leave him alone. What the f- Why would I need to know where the meat department is? Are we looking for meat? I'm not trying to make conversation because he obviously doesn't want to make conversation. So let's just ask where the meat department is because we probably need meat, which never mentioned it before, but okay. You figured you might as well ask him where the meat is. It's better than wandering around aimlessly, and you'd be able to leave faster if you knew where everything is. Can you direct me to the meat department then? I'll be out of your hair sooner if I knew where it was. Well, I can direct you. I want to crush your skull. You think you're so funny. You were just such a dick to me just a couple seconds ago. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I had to read this. I thought he would be just a dick. Like a regular, like, snarky type. But it's like, bro, you had to stoop this low upon first meeting you. That's crazy. That's insane. Let me reevaluate. Okay, go ahead. Well, I can direct you to my meat department. It's right downstairs. Thank you. You were taken aback by the sudden crude joke that you weren't quite sure what to say. I would just stand there like, are you serious? I know what I would say. I would say, are you serious? Moving on. At least this was the first time you saw that guy crack a smile, even if it was a nasty little smirk. The smile faded as quickly as it had appeared, and he was already back to frowning dejectedly. I think I chose wrong here. Yeah, definitely. What do you think it is? It's in the back, like most meat departments in most grocery stores. I guess. You have been inside a grocery store before, right? If not, I can explain what they are. No fucking way. He's gonna mansplain a grocery store to me? So he's gonna continue after I didn't answer? You see, they're these horrible little prisons that they trap hapless morons like myself in for all eternity so I can deal with idiots like you that don't know where the meat department is. Alright, I get it, bro. Let me leave. What a wonderful existence, right? Can't you see how happy I am? I can barely contain myself. Yeah. This guy is such a... He's different, definitely. You're starting to regret talking to him, yeah. It would probably be best to leave him alone to finish your shopping. Yeah, please just leave. Why would it ask me to ask again? That would have been dumb. You decide it's probably time to leave the poor guy alone. He's clearly got some problems you don't have the time to deal with. Bye. Thanks for your time. Sorry to have disturbed you. Thanks. For what? Are you serious? For like talking to me or whatever. You were shocked for a moment at his sudden change of demeanor. He actually didn't look as gruff like this, and you realized maybe he wasn't so bad. Oh, of course, man. I do hope you get a break soon. My name is Degenerate, by the way. Cool. That was so weird. Let's go to the meat department. And with that, he turned on his heel and returned right back to his stagnant spot at his counter, immediately thumbing through a well-worn out. On the job, you're doing this. You cracked a smile at him before heading down the aisle. You quickly make your way through the labyrinth of aisles. The store is quaint and mostly has off-brand products that you've never heard of before. You grab a stray hand basket that's been left on the floor and start mindlessly tossing things inside. You don't know if you're gonna be snowed in, or if you are, how long you'll be, but it's better safe than sorry. Finally making your way to the end of the aisle, you can see the red glow of fresh meats under a display freezer light. You catch a few glimpses of someone moving back and forth and wonder if that's the butcher. Probably. As you approach the butcher counter, you notice the butcher is missing now. You could have sworn you saw someone shifting around back there. You ring the bell on the countertop. Dingy ding ding ding. Nothing. Well, it's not like you need anything cut for you anyway. There's a huge section of cuts right in front of you. What? We're gonna look up and he's gonna be there. It's not gonna be scary. I promise. You bend over and study the meats through their cellophane packaging. I didn't know that was a name for it. You've never seen meat this fresh before. The marbling is unique too, and the bright cherry red color feels as if it's drawing you in. Delicious meat. This is all beef though. There's no chicken? Oh my gosh. That's scary. Just beef? No. There's so much too. The open freezer is almost spilling over with packages of all different cuts, the names of which have been handwritten on each in sloppy script. You can't imagine that such a small town has this much demand for meat, especially in a grocery store that's in the middle of nowhere. Oh. Like what you see, honey? Oh wow. You look different. It's a good different, but just different. You jump at the sudden vocalization, and I'm tired of being attracted to older men. I'm tired. It's like I can't handle it. My heart can't take it. Looks very tough. You got a couple cuts on you, like you've been through something. Fingerless gloves, an undershirt that's doing wonders for you. Let me read. I got distracted. You jump at the sudden vocalization and take a step back as you take in the visage of a man before you. He's big. Real big. You feel intimidated immediately, I guess. But you can feel your cheeks heat up as your eyes drift down to his big muscular arms. He definitely works out. Or maybe he's just naturally, you know? You also notice all the scars riddling his thick, strong arms. Yeah. You can't help but wonder where they came from, but you know it would be rude to just ask. I'm gonna ask. If it gives me the choice. If it gives me I'll ask, yeah. As if reading your mind, the man chimes up. Alright, okay. Focus. You gotta read. Taking in the goods, sweetheart? Don't be nervous. I know I look big and scary, but I promise you, I'm as gentle as a lamb. And I bet you are. I work outdoors a lot, you see. Get scratched up, mighty fierce out there. You could tell from the tone of his voice and smoothness of his words that he was the type to call anyone sweetheart or honey, regardless of gender or presentation. Damn! That means I'm not special. That means he calls everybody that. The man flexes his biceps to insinuate what he's saying, eliciting you to glance away embarrassed for a moment. Okay. You seem better than the first guy. You can tell from the glint in his eyes, in his violet eyes, that he knew he was flustering you. And he was loving it, of course you are. Might as well jump straight to the formalities. I'm Tate. Tate Frost. That's nice. You ain't from around here, are ya? I think I remember a cute little morsel like you. You think I'm cute? That's so weird. I just moved here. Truth? I'm from around here? Lie. I'm gonna tell the truth, cause I'm not a liar. I think. You don't really have a reason to lie. He seems nice, and he's just trying to make conversation. Quite a stark contrast to Vic up front, right? I actually just moved here. It's quite a change for me. I haven't really gotten used to the quaintness of all this. I'm Degenerate, by the way. It's nice to meet you. What? What's so cute? What? If yeah, I don't know. I don't know. If you want, I could help you get used to the quaintness around here. I know it can be awfully lonely in these woods, as much for miles and yeah. And all, yeah. I don't know why I said in you, but okay. I could definitely help keep... Alright, stop. I just want to buy some stuff and go. Stop. I might have to clean up the aisle if you don't stop. I could I could definitely keep you warm at night if you wanted. I mean, I'm living with another person, so I don't want to be rude. You could feel the blush on your cheeks intensify at his forwardness. Part of you wanted to take him up on his offer, and the rational part of you kept you grounded in the fact that this was still a stranger. A nice, attractive stranger. The least he could do was buy you dinner first. He can make it. He's a butcher. You got it. Stop. So what's a cute thing like you doing here so late anyway? You glance behind you towards the front doors of the store, remembering how bad the snow was getting. Oh, I'm just stocking up before the snowstorm. It looks like it already happened. Aren't you worried you'll get snowed in here or anything? It's coming down pretty hard, and the roads won't be safe for long. Nah, I ain't worried. I was planning on sleeping here anyways. Cool. Got a lot of work around the store I gotta do. These pigs won't butcher themselves. Tate chuckled to himself. Sorry, I'm stumbling. I'm sorry. Alright, let me stop. I can do this. Okay. Tate chuckled to himself as if that had been a joke. You wondered for a moment if he meant live pigs or dead pigs were back there. You felt a little silly thinking a grocery store butcher had livestock in the back. Then you realized the other thing he had said. Wait, you're really planning on staying here for the night? What if you get snowed in for longer than just a night? Is it really that safe? Oh, is it really safe? God damn it. This is hard. God damn. You're cute. How am I ever gonna let you get away? What? Awfully sweet of you to care. But I'm a big strong guy. Ain't no one messing with me that left totally intact. Ooh. Ain't nothing to concern yourself over. You best be looking after yourself instead. I sure wouldn't want nothing unsightly to befall you. Be a damn right shame messing up that pretty face. Stop. Stop it. Tate voice dripped with a cold yet confident malice that felt as if it was drawing you in, making you more and more curious of just what this man was capable of. You weren't totally sure if you wanted to find out. Oh, I'll find out. but you couldn't deny he was certainly interesting. In your gut, you could sense something off, something dangerous, but his confidence and warm voice drew you in. What are you gonna do? You considered giving him your phone number. Whoa. I doubt he has a phone. That would probably be a mistake. You had always been a bit cautious, and you're pretty sure this grocery store is the closest one to your new home. You could just come back to buy more groceries. It'd be best to get to know him a little better. Maybe chat with him whenever you brought groceries. Right. What does that mean? My Shaw? What does that mean? You thinking about something? You're looking awfully deep in thought. Tate's husky voice snapped you back to reality, and you gathered your thoughts along with your basket of groceries. It was getting late, and you still had a 20-minute drive home. Though with the ice it'll probably take 40. Oh right, sorry. I had better get moving. I totally forgot about the snowstorm and everything, but I'll be back. I don't live far from here, and I'd love to maybe get to know you better. What was that thing you said, Shaw? That's what I said. I'm guessing that's like some kind of slang for friend. Gosh, I was just asking a question. My god, you're adorable. You know that? I really could just eat you up. Oh my gosh. No, Shaw is essentially Cajun for sweetheart, or for me, something I could just sink my teeth into. You're a weird one. I may have been freezing in this grocery store, but you could no longer tell with how hot your body felt. A wave of embarrassment mixed with lascivious shyness surging through your body. This guy was coming on strong, but part of you kind of liked it. You're Cajun? I guess that explains your accent. Oh, I wouldn't know how to do it. How long have you been here? You don't seem like the type to move up from New England. It's pretty cold compared to down south and all. Weren't you supposed to be leaving? Can't get enough of me, huh? Shut up! Just answer the question and then I'll leave. I ain't complaining. It's a nice breath of... I can't... I ain't complaining. It's a nice breath of fresh air compared to the upper class rich folk coming in here. What? Trying to get away from it all, but can't handle nothing less than a fancy ass timeshare. I guess I got vague, but I'm sure you saw how much of a barrel of laughs that guy is, right? He ain't from around here either, but he don't like to divulge too much info about himself, it seems. Okay. You chuckle gently under your breath as you listen to Tate banter on. Like, was I listening to what he was saying? You did need to be leaving, but what's a few more minutes? You guessed right, though. I come all the way from down south in the old boot state. A real small town in bum nowhere, Louisiana. Lived with my mom until I was 18. Got with my high school sweetheart. She's still a thing? Or no? Tate's expression and whole demeanor suddenly shifted as his sentence drifted off. You wondered if you brought up a sore subject before he continued as if nothing had happened. Well, what's done is done. She's dead. Wow. To me anyway. Oh thank gosh. Besides, I've been having more fun just traveling the country. Ain't been back home in a long time. I never stay in a place for too long. Why? Well, no, why we keep asking questions? Got a pretty nice deal on a trailer near here that don't ask questions. I've always had pretty good luck and all. Sorry. I'm feeling pretty lucky tonight getting to meet you and all. Are you? You up! You smile up at him! That's amazing! 100 points. And shift your feet slightly. The more you talk with him, the more drawn in you feel. And you know, if you don't stop now, you might be spending all night here with him. Would that really be bad?
Yeah,
that brother's starving.
Reaching towards the ample selection of meat, you toss a few more of the reddish cuts you see in your basket. You still can't believe how beautiful all these cuts are, and you're excited to try them for dinner. You open your mouth to bid him farewell, but he cuts you off. You best be on a move now. I'll never let you go if you stay any longer. I was about to bid you adieu, but you interrupted me. Sir. Standing up straight again, you make eye contact with the man. You hope to get to call your friend and lift your basket up for him to see in a gesture of farewell. You turn on your heel and head to check out, unable to hide your smile as you leave. That was some interaction. As you walk down the aisle grabbing random necessities, you can't help but think about Tate. He's so mysterious yet charming, and well, you can't get his physique out of your mind either. You're really hoping something more will come of this. You aren't exactly looking for a relationship, but who knows where this could lead. You're so preoccupied in your thoughts you hardly notice your basket is now totally full with the last item you grab clatters loudly on the floor. Oh, it fell. You curse a little under your breath as you reach down and grab it, a bit embarrassed that you let your mind wander for so long on Tate. I guess that's your sign to leave at least. Hello? You make your way up to the register and place your basket on the counter. You glance around the front of the store, but Vic doesn't seem to be anywhere around. Maybe he's already took off. Were you really talking to Tate for that long? You walk over to his counter and look around. You notice a magazine he was reading is tossed haphazardly on the floor by his small black stool. Something about this doesn't feel right, and you try to peer towards the back of the store where you last saw Tate. It looks empty. Maybe he went back into the freezer? Everybody was just gone like that? I just turned around. Hello? Vic? Tate? I'm ready to check out. Nothing. Even the headphones are scaring me. I can't hear anything. Oh, something didn't feel right. I'm scared. It felt as though you were being watched, but you know there's only 2 people in the store. That is, if Vic didn't up and leave. You can't shake this nervous feeling, and just bagging your items yourself. I'm gonna leave the money on the counter, okay? And my phone number just in case you need to contact me if it's not the right amount. How convenient. What a way to give away our phone number. You reach over the counter and rip off a little bit of receipt paper and grab a pen, quickly jotting down your info and tossing some money alongside it. You're pretty sure you added up all your groceries and left a little extra just in case. Tax. You toss the last of your items into a plastic bag and head to the exit as fast as you can. You're not sure why, but you feel like you need to get out of here now. You stand in front of the door, gripping your shopping bag tightly. You're not sure why you're so nervous, but something in the pit of your stomach is screaming to run. You wave your hand in front of the sensors to no avail. The door doesn't want to open. You remember it was pretty creaky when you came in. Maybe it's just stuck. An automatic door stuck? Someone's controlling it somewhere. At least I think so. Setting your bag down, you try to grip between the doors, pushing them in opposite directions as hard as you can, but the doors don't budge. You realize it must be locked, but why would it be? You were just talking to Tate. They wouldn't have totally closed the store with you inside, right? I'm scared. You alright? I am alright. You are just huge. Alright, let me stop. Focus on the words on the screen. Focus. You whirl around quickly, your eyes greeted with a similar sight as you try to slow your breathing. You were panicking, but you weren't sure why. There was a thick feeling in the air. It almost felt like you were an animal being hunted. Hey now. You're awfully jumpy. Did something happen? The door won't open? That's what's not happening. Is the door opening. Yeah. You let out a sigh as you slowly relax a little. You still couldn't shake this weird feeling, but at least Tate was here and his calm demeanor made you feel a bit silly for freaking out. He scared me. Oh, did I now? Stop! Stop. You're gonna end up eating your own lip if you keep doing that. I feel a little ridiculous about it now. I couldn't find Vic and the door won't... The door won't seem to open. I guess I just spooked myself. Without responding, Tate sauntered casually over to the automatic doors, looking them up and down before grabbing the center with both hands and tried to pry them apart. You couldn't tell how hard he was trying, but a guy as big as Tate should be able to tear those doors right off the hinges. He tried for a few more seconds before huffing and walking back over. Well, shit, honey. These bitches really are stuck, ain't they? I guess. Tate seemed genuine, but something about it was off, and he couldn't place it. Maybe he didn't want to break them. Yeah, you gotta pay for that. The repairs for that? Guess old Vic got tired of waiting on my ass to clock out, so he took off early. Hope I got a few things that could help in the back. I'll be right back. Okay. Before you could interject, Tate was already strolling back towards his section once again. You sat and looked around the store. There was a few things nagging at you about the situation. Did Vic really take off knowing you were still in the store? His register looked like it was still on too, and you remember his magazine thrown on the floor. Now I'm trying to figure this out like in my head while I'm reading. If we were talking to Tate, how would he be able to apprehend Vic? I feel like that doesn't make any sense. Like, because I think it's trying to tell me that Tate is in some way, you know, a part of this whole situation. But it's like we were talking to him the whole time. How could we have passed Vic, right, to get to Tate, but now when we're going back, Tate is like, I mean, Vic would just be gone. Like, I don't know, that doesn't make sense. Either that, or while we were still shopping, something happened in the middle, in that time. I'm just guessing. As you sat and wondered, you noticed it was taking Tate an awfully long time to come back. Don't move, just stay where you are. Oh my gosh. Maybe you should go check on him. Go look for Tate, stay put. Oh, I could save! We love games that you could save. Nah, I want to stay put, so that's what I'm gonna do. Let's stay put. Because that's what you're supposed to do in a situation where someone's missing and you can't leave, so why would you, like, move around? That's stupid. You tried to calm your nerves. You really were on edge tonight. It probably hasn't even been 10 minutes since you left. You let your eyes wander around the store, taking in small details that you hadn't taken the time to notice before. Like how the hum of the fluorescence was much louder than you realized, or how dirty the tile floor actually was. It looked like years worth of dust was just swept out of the way, building up against the walls and beneath the aisles. Yikes. Tate still wasn't back. What's taking him so long? This was getting a little ridiculous. You turned around to look out of the glass door. The snow was piling up more and more. If you don't leave soon, you weren't going to be making it home. Pressing your face against the freezing cold window, you tried to peer outside and into the parking lot. I could have swore I heard something. About to be snowed into this creepy ass supermarket. You could barely see your car under the thick white blanket of snow that covered it. That was going to suck to clear off. Nearby you could see what you now assumed to be Tate's beat up blue pickup truck, also being engulfed by the unrelenting snowfall. You turned the other way and noticed just the slightest hint of green metal. Wait a minute. If the blue truck is Tate's, then the dirty green sedan must be Vic's. If his car is still there, then where? Well, hey there, Shaw. You have any luck with the door? No. No. I'm pressing the H key. No. 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 I can't press the H key. Oh, I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. I can't press the H key. Is there any other key that could possibly do what the H key does? I wanted to show you guys. The axe has like the name Lucy on it. I can only assume that that was the high school sweetheart. Is that an axe? Yes. You're so funny. Oh my gosh. I like the funny ones. That's if I laugh, like, and it's like a genuine smile, or if it's like just an uncontrollable grin, that's how you know I fell in love. Yes, it is. Are you going to smash the doors? Seems like overkill, doesn't it? I love him. Oh, dang. He's so funny. You were backing up from him without realizing it, until your back was pressed against the cold glass, even though it was freezing in the store. You could feel the cold sweat begin to bead up under your clothes. Tate looked down at the axe in his hands, chuckling under his breath as he took a step towards you. Break the doors with old Lucy? Nah. She's a sophisticated gal. I wouldn't think of doing something like that with her. Okay. Oh my gosh, this music! He took another step towards you, and you tried in vain to sing harder against the doors behind you. Your eyes darted to your left and right, weighing your options of where to run, but everywhere led to a dead end, and there's no way you could fight him hand to hand. Obviously. Or rather hand to axe. Ah ha ha, funny. You know, it's a downright shame. It doesn't have to be. I'm gonna figure out how to romance you. I really thought you'd be a lot more fun than this. Really psyched myself up for a good time. What are you talking about there, bud? You tried to force out a friendly laugh, but your voice is breaking from fear. You needed to defuse this or run. But there was nowhere to run. Tate had taken enough steps to ensure you couldn't run. Plus, he's big, so his stride is wider than ours. Either way, he would be able to grab you. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. Scared little rabbit. You're thinking you can just run from me. I mean, that's what the thing is saying. But in this situation, I don't know what I would have done. Wait till you distract me and flee to God knows where. Hide under the desk, an aisle. I do love a good game of hide and seek. Well, go ahead then. No way, I thought you wanted. Wait, yeah, he said that. You don't have time to rationalize what's happening. But your body reacts on its own as you push yourself off the door. He doesn't try to grab you, instead just follows your movements with his eyes as you sprint to the aisles. Maybe you could lose him down one and figure out what to do. You slow down as you dart down one of the aisles. You can't hear him chasing you. Oh, so you move to tiptoe. You move to a tiptoe in hopes he doesn't figure out where you are. You peer through the shelves to see if he's nearby. Oh no! Trying to calm your shaking breath, you try to think of your next move. There has to be somewhere to go. Maybe if you could sneak back to the front, you can break the window before he can get back to you. How would we get in our car? It would probably take him a minute to reach you, especially a man of his size. Oh, yikes. You're also pretty sure there's a phone at Vic's register. I'm scared. A strong hand grabs the back of your coat and throws you on. Oh no. The next thing you know, there's an axe handle at your throat. You try to get a grip around the handle and push back as hard as you can, but the force of Tate's body weight pressed against it is no match. The pressure on your the pressure on your throat getting tighter, and your fear he plans on crushing your windpipe. Oh my gosh. Your vision slowly fades in and out as Tate refuses to let up. I thought you'd give me a better hunt than that. That was pathetic. Just a pretty face ain't enough if you ain't any fun. Thank you for the information for next time. But that's alright, I can have my fun with you in so many other ways. You'll see what a real will to live looks like. You're all mine now. I'm dead though. Don't disappoint me. Wait, what? What happened? My head is killing me. Your eyes slowly adjusted to the dark room surrounding you. Your head felt like it was spinning and you struggled to recall where you were before this. I'm in a goddamn freezer, bro. You shivered as you looked at your surroundings. The air around you was freezing and every breath produced little steam clouds. You attempt to lift your hand up and rub your sore eyes only to be stuck in place. Looking down, your heart dropped the moment your eyes locked on the tight ropes binding your arms to the old wooden chair, as well as being stripped down to your underwear. Bro, how come he gets to wear pants? That's not fair. Your breathing becomes erratic as you struggle. Oh, there's a R supposed to be here. Struggle against your bindings. It was no use. They were already cutting into your wrists from how tightly they were tied. Bro, what is this tattoo? Look around. Taking a deep breath, you attempt to calm yourself. Panicking won't get you out of the situation. You need to stay rational. You were surrounded by what appeared to be beef carcasses strung around the room on dangerous-looking meat hooks. They look awfully frostbitten. They must have been hanging in here for a long time. Then, where did all that meat from the front come from? Oh boy. People. I'm gonna assume. A chill ran up your spine as your mind jumped to the worst explanations. You shook your head to clear your mind of those thoughts and continued to survey the room. There's a big metal door across the room and a chest freezer next to it. You figured the door was locked. Not that it would help right away. Oh, right now. Then your eyes locked on something tucked under a line of beef carcasses that made your blood run cold. Oh my gosh! Vic, oh my god. Why did that scare me? Vic's body laid bound nearby. You couldn't tell if he was breathing or not, but you could make out the deep red trail of blood that led from his head to the door. You pulled again at your bindings, no longer able to keep the panic down, now that you were aware that you were sharing a room with a possible dead body. Suddenly, the sound of the door handle jiggling snapped you to attention, holding your breath as the door slowly creaked open. The sudden change of lighting burned your eyes as you readjusted. What's that? What's that? What's that? Well, good morning, Sleeping Beauty. Get a good rest? I sure hope so. How do they always know as soon as I wake up? You're gonna need it for what I have in store for you. Tate gestured to the playing cards in his hand as if to emphasize something. Oh, they're cards? But you weren't sure what, before starting over to you, slamming the door behind him. What's going on here? Tate stopped just inches away from where you sat. His body looming over you menacingly. Menacingly. Ooh, I looked down. Why are you doing this to me? I didn't do anything to you. That never gets old. You know how many times I've been asked that? Enough. This ain't no movie, Shaw. This here's real life. No, it's not. I know that because I'm sitting in my desk. Ain't no secret motive or tragic past. I just enjoy doing it. Plain and simple. That's what he meant. Tate leaned down close and placed his hands on both your thighs. You didn't want him to touch you, but you were freezing in it, and his warm hands slowly made the numbness go away. You could feel his hot breath against your neck, and you could tell he was smelling your hair as his thick lips brushed against you. Do you want to know the biggest reason I do this? Maybe? Sure. He was so close to you now, his body was practically on top of you, as he whispers into your ear, nipping at the skin gently between pauses. I'm not reading that. I'm not reading that. It's on the screen. I'll let it be seen. I'm not reading it. He slowly pulled away from you, his body... God damn it! He slowly pulled away from you, his body heat leaving you cold and longing for more as he stood to stare you down. To stare at you. Stare you down. Dumb. Tate walked over to where Vic laid cold on the floor. You didn't want to look, but couldn't help yourself from staring. He noticed you watching and chuckled lightly as if this was a normal situation. You worried about Vic? A little bit? Don't mind him, he ain't dead yet or nothing. See? You winced at Tate cruelly kicking the unconscious man to the side, a small groan squeaking out of Vic from the pain, but not enough to wake him up from his blunt trauma-induced sleep. Still kicking. I was starting to worry a little though. I hit him harder than I planned to. Oh, than I planned on. Just the heat of the moment, I suppose. Vic's a tough one though. Didn't expect his whole back to be tatted up when I stripped him. Mighty impressed. What? Don't fret or nothing. I ain't touched him or you while you were out, but can't skin a pig in clothes. I guess. Tate was bending down to check Vic's breathing, his sharp teeth visible through a smile. You wanted to hide, to scream, to run, anything. But you were trapped in this man's total mercy. You could only watch as he trailed his dirty fingers along Vic's back, up to the gash on the back of his head before he stood up, tall again, to address you. I like to play with my food a bit though, so I'll make sure the two of you get to have some fun together. If you make it that long. What? He walked back over to you and knelt down to your eye level. His right hand produced a deck of cards that he expertly shuffled. You were taken aback by how quick and nimble his fingers were, or how thick and callous they look. You gamble? No, actually. Now I don't mean to like stop here, but I have to stop here. It seems like we're about to start playing a card game with him. This one will probably be put into a part 2. This was very interesting, I guess. He claims there's no backstory, but I know there probably is, so stop playing with me. We all know that there is. So yes, that was Frostbite. That was pretty fun, I guess. Oh no, it was. I don't even know why I do that. It was very fun. So if you guys are ready for like more of this, then you know, leave a like, comment, and I will see you guys in the next Frostbite episode. Yeah.